Tom Holland embarrassed himself in front of his childhood heroes. During the filming of the iconic Avengers Assemble scene in Avengers Endgame, Tom Holland was standing far away so he couldn't hear the cue that Chris Evans gives to everyone to start sprinting. Listen to what happened.
I couldn't hear him say assemble because he says it to himself. So he went, Avengers! And then I just went, and ran off by myself.
Do you know what Tom Holland's best improvised line is? Some may say it's his iconic line from Avengers Infinity War that brought everyone to tears.
I don't want to go, sir, please.
But it's actually this incredible line from Spider-Man Homecoming.
They let you have parties, you know? My parents are dead.
Tom Holland has a sixth sense for people taking photos of him, but there was this one time his spidey senses failed him, and he embarrassed himself.
I used to think I had a really good sense for people taking pictures of me, and this guy was filming me like this. I was like, really, come on, man, I'm with my family, like, it's a day off. And then his little kid ice skate past, like, Daddy! And I was like, Merry Christmas!
Take a look at this hilarious Tom Holland moment where he spoiled his own Marvel quiz on Instagram Live.
What year is Captain Marvel set?
He didn't realize that everyone could see the answers on the back of the card until his brother Harry called him out.
Oh, the answers are on the back.
Oh, they're on the back.
I'm holding it up. I'm good at seeing what the answers are.
Oh, okay, I won't do that again.
So you need to slide them across.
Okay, I'm gonna slide them across.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Tom Holland made an enemy on set.
You're gonna regret that one day, buddy.
Tom went to go give a kid a high five, but the kid said something that left Tom absolutely shocked.
And as I go to give him a high five, he's like, no, I hate you. I was like, what? He's like, I don't like you. I was like, okay, fine. I was so like shocked. So I walked past, I went to give him a high five again, and he's like, no, I'm on Team Iron Man. I was like, dude, I'm on Team Iron Man. Come on.
Tom Holland tried to use his spidey senses to save a woman's life. Tom noticed that a woman who was walking by him on the plane looked like she was gonna pass out, so he channeled his inner Spider-Man, and here's what happened.
This other lady walked past me, and I said to my brother, I went, dude, that lady looks so unwell. And then all of a sudden I heard this thud next to me, and I looked to my left, and this lady had passed out next to me.
Wow.
Like full on out cold. So I jumped up, I was trying to, I'm not a doctor, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I was like, ma'am, are you all right?
Take a look at this Tom Holland moment that gave his fans secondhand embarrassment. When Tom was a teenager, he had to speak in front of an audience that spoke primarily Spanish. He didn't realize the man standing next to him was there to help translate for him. Watch what happened.
Thinking about all the press and stuff, I've got to do a lot, right?
Estaba pensando en la prensa que hay aquí.
Alright, so I was very nervous about all this sort of stuff. And
Estaba muy nervioso por todo eso.
Hey. Oh, they don't speak English. No, come on. Got it, right. Sorry. I was very nervous about all the press.
Tom Holland claims that he has no riz,
I have no riz whatsoever, I have limited riz.
yet he was able to do something that brought him and Zendaya closer than ever.
Yeah, I farted on you, unfortunately, yeah. It's tough, the suit's tight, the harness squeezes it out.
Squeezes your intestines.
Yeah.
Did you fess up or did one of them rat you out?
No, I
very
fessed up.
obvious.
Immediately was like, oh,
I felt the rattle.
sorry about that. That's my bad.
Listen to this hilarious story that Tom Holland shares about his first ever kiss.
Shout out to Megan Josser, wherever you are. I was in Billy Elliot. We were backstage, and I was dead to make out with her, but dead by a friend because I was like falling madly in love with her, and she had no interest in kissing me, but she was dead too, and I made out with her for all of 3 seconds, and it was magical. And still to this day, the best kiss I've ever had.
Watch how fast Tom Holland answered this question.
Oh, I don't like this game because it has the F word in it.
Will make love or just hang out with because they're all men.
This is a Disney movie.
Marry, kill. Sorry, Evans.
You had that answer pretty prepared.
Yeah, probably a bit too prepared.
It seems like Tom's been waiting ages for someone to ask him that question. Did you know that Tom Holland was supposed to be in the Star Wars franchise? Tom auditioned for the role of Finn in Star Wars The Force Awakens, but he didn't get the role because he couldn't stop laughing during his audition, and you'll never guess why.
I remember what my line was, but it was, let's get back to the Falcon. And then this lady, she just was like,
And I just remember thinking, I went, oh, that's funny. Oh, wow. All right, brilliant. We'll do it again. Sorry. Did the line again. I remember sort of saying, like, you're not actually going to do that, right? And she was like, well, yeah, the robot's part of the scene. He's the character.
Tom Holland was hiding something from Zendaya. Tom and Zendaya often teased each other about their height difference, where Tom claimed that he wasn't that short compared to Zendaya. In the midst of teasing each other, Zendaya found something poking out of Tom's shoes and confronted him.
I think there is something there.
I think it's time that we, security!
There is a little something.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? It's to make a man taller when he's working with a giraffe of an actress.
What is this?
Did you know that Tom Holland can't grow facial hair?
Because when I grow facial hair, it's disgusting. And I really look like I should be on a wanted poster.
Tom tried to grow facial hair for a role, and the results were not pretty.
When I was a kid, I always wanted facial hair, you know, for the obvious reasons, but this is about it. This is all I can really grow. And it makes shaving pretty easy, but it also means I look like a rat boy when I grow my moustache out.
Tom Holland is terrible at keeping secrets. Back in 2019, Tom was asked about what his thoughts were on having a multiverse where all 3 versions of Spider-Man could meet. Look at Tom's reaction to the question.
But would you want that, though?
Would you want that? Maybe that's a better question.
Yeah. Would we want that? I mean, as a fan, I would.
The thing about this film that's so exciting, right, is we take Spider-Man to Europe, and what's so cool about that is we've never seen Spider-Man in Europe before. Now, of course I'd love to make a movie with those guys. It'd be so cool.
Did you know that Tom Holland and Zendaya had a super awkward first interaction?
My first meeting with Zendaya was very embarrassing, actually, for me.
I don't remember this, but he says that there was some type of awkward hug shake thing.
It was just one of those moments where it just wasn't my smoothest moment.
It was kind of like hey, woo, you know, it was one of those.
Tom overthinks about that moment all the time. Even though they've been together for years, Tom Holland got away with cheating for years. Unlike Peter Parker, Tom was not very good at school and claimed that anyone who can successfully get away with cheating is clever.
That's what I used to do with my best friend Harrison. I used to be like, mate, can I copy your homework? Because I've been working, I didn't have time to do it. And I would just make sure I'd hand it in before him. He got in trouble because the teacher was like, Tom is working so hard outside of school and you're copying his homework? How can you be doing this? And yeah.
You lowlife.
That's not low, that's clever.
During the filming of Spider-Man Homecoming, Tom Holland refused to take bathroom breaks to avoid seeming weak in front of the producers. But his mom did not let that slide.
I was like, Mom, I'm really struggling. Like, I'm working every day, and because I wear the suit, I can't go to the bathroom. 2 days later, the producer came up to me and was like, how are your kidneys? I was like, yeah. My kidneys are fine. Why are you asking? He's like, well, your mom called us. No. So my mom called up the biggest studio in the world and was like, give my son toilet breaks.
You know what?
Did you know that Tom Holland auditioned for a role as a wolf?
No, often we do strange things for auditions, but I think your audition might be the strangest thing. I prepared my lines, prepared my scene. I went in, I did the scene, and you said, thank you, that was great. Now do it as a wolf. And I'm like, okay. So all I did was this.
I like your style.
Tom Holland was the last person to find out about being cast as Spider-Man. Tom was feeling really hopeful after completing 8 rounds of auditions, only to get ghosted by Marvel. Here's what happened.
I basically had been auditioning for about 5 months. After my final audition, they said, you'll find out tomorrow. Fast forward 6 weeks, I was still waiting, and one day Marvel just posted on their Instagram, go to our website to find out who the new Spider-Man is. And that's it. I just found out online. They didn't call me up or anything. And my brother Harry, who's pretty savvy with technology and stuff, was like, dude, they've probably been hacked, bro. Like, Feige finally rang me and said, I've got some great news. You're going to be Spider-Man. I was like, I know, Kevin. You put it on Instagram.
Take a look at this hilarious moment where Zendaya mocks her favorite interview of Tom Holland.
The one that's my favorite is that one where you just start singing out of nowhere. The Billy Elliot one. You have to find it. It's amazing. And you just all of a sudden it's like, I can't really explain.
I look back on that. But you know what's funny? Is when I did that, I thought I was like, I've made it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a movie star. I've been on television and I sang.
Tom wishes that people could forget about this moment, but Zendaya will never let that happen. Did you know that Tom Holland has a hidden tattoo somewhere on his body? Tom secretly got a spider tattoo on a part of his body that his parents wouldn't see. Except Tom actually forgot that he had a tattoo and accidentally told on himself.
I actually got a tattoo of a spider. No. Yeah, I did, yeah. I definitely forget that I have it. It's funny, I got the tattoo and didn't tell my parents about it. And the tattoo's on the bottom of my foot.
it's like right here. And I was doing a handstand in my kitchen, and my mum was like, what's that on your foot? It's like, nothing. And she was like, did you get a tattoo? I was like, yeah.
Did you know that before Tom Holland became an actor, he was in school for carpentry?
My mum decided to send me to carpentry school, and I like rented a room off this lady and shared a room with her son for like 8 weeks. This was after I felt like I was doing pretty good. The crazy thing about the course is this for people who were trying to turn their lives around. You know, there's a lot of ex-cons, there's like some tough people in there. And they're all like swapping stories and stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, there was this one time on set, my coffee was cold, man. And it was really tough.
Jake Gyllenhaal made Tom Holland regret his decision. Tom Holland has always been active and in good shape, but Jake Gyllenhaal challenged him to his limits, bringing out Tom's competitive side. But Tom had no idea what he was up against.
So anyway, we go to the gym, we start working out, you know, we're doing ab exercises and leg exercises. Tom, do you want to hop on the treadmill and warm up? You know, we'll do a quick mile. Come on, let's do 2. And there's like a law in the gym. You can't run slower than the guy next to you. I'm running next to him, 2 minutes in, I've got a stitch, I'm wishing everything was over. But I'm saying there's nothing that's gonna get me off this treadmill. 4 minutes in, he goes, Tom, this is too easy, let's up the incline. I'm like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, let's do it.
Do you remember the rumor back in 2017 that Tom Holland was hiding frogs in his mouth?
The weeks go by and I'd look at myself in the mirror and be like, maybe I do look like I have a frog in my mouth.
After those rumors broke the internet, Tom Holland had to find different ways to prove that he wasn't holding a frog hostage in his mouth.
So I now do this all the time.
Just so you know.
Yeah, just so you know there's nothing in there, but also I'm sucking the shit out of my cheeks in there. I'm going,
Oh no.
Can you guess what Tom Holland's biggest weakness is? Could it be a fear of heights? Or perhaps stage fright? Well, his actual weakness is something a little unexpected, being tickled.
No,
See?
Zendaya.
Disarmed immediately.
Yeah, I don't like being tickled.
Even just this alone. No,
me neither.
Oh, I don't like being tickled. Let's hold hands, shall we?
You may know Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but before he put on the iconic superhero suit, he was just another Marvel fan like the rest of us. He still has that childlike excitement when meeting his idols, like the first time he met Robert Downey Jr.
And I see Robert Downey Jr., I go up to him, I shake his hand, nice to meet you, and I'm starting to panic, right? I'm like, oh my God, it's Robert Downey Jr. And then Robert then walked in. And I realized I've been talking to his stunt double the whole time.
You may know Tom Holland as the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but did you know that the man who plays this mighty hero is actually terrified of spiders? Take a look.
Oh, I couldn't leave that on.
It's on your face! It's on...
If you're afraid of spiders, be sure to hit that like button.